What was it that drew you to the Tomb Raider series in the first place?
I got pitched the 2013 game by Square Enix, by the game company, and there were some elements in that game that they pitched to me, this was back in 2010, that I found really interested to transform the game into a film, into a cinematic experience. And there were certain elements that they allowed me to bring to it that I felt would make a film worthy standing on its own, rather than just, this is the video game and this is the movie. And I think that's what we've captured so well. But there were certain dark elements in it, the groundedness of the character, that I felt an audience could really relate to.
And also, well, that sort of leads into my second question, which was the timeline of the film, because it not only combines bits of the first game, but the second game as well. Right. And so so you were working alongside the game creators as they were kind of developing that story? Absolutely.
They were telling us all the way down the line what they were going to do and what their thoughts were, and then they were allowing me to sometimes go out the box with, you know, experimenting in development on screens with screenplays, and then saying, well, I think we can honor the game in this way, but we've got to have a film that stands on its own. Otherwise, we're just making a adaptation of a video game for video gamers.
Yeah.
And that's not good enough in today's market. You've got to have a film that plays to a worldwide audience that are just that are not gamers.
Yeah, video games have kind of had a bit of a bad rap over years. Yeah.
Right. Well, we were shooting this, Assassin's Creed came out, so we were kind of knew where that went, and we were, you know, again, it was what can we do that's different, and how can we tell this story? And there was a lot of fights I had quite a few years ago with studio executives that wanted more set pieces, more action. Right. And I was going more to the darker storytelling version.
Yeah.
and the groundedness of all these characters. You can't have a grounded Lara Croft and then have a villain that's completely out there and wacky. You've got to marry them all together, and it's always a fine balance. And, you know, if we were going to spend 8 years developing this, you know, we better have something that stands on its own.
And what was it that made Aurora and Alicia right for the role?
Well, first of all, you know, Alicia was the first person we ever went to, and I remember saying to my team, maybe we shouldn't tell her or her agent it's called Tomb Raider or it's the character of Lara Croft. Just picture the story, because we wanted the Oscar winner from Danish Girl to play Lara Croft. You know, you had to marry that up. So she was immediately attracted to the story. She's immediately attracted to, you know, how grounded I want to keep this character. And she came in with some very smart ideas, and she was a gamer. She played video games years ago, so she kind of knew the language when I would tell her, we can't just replicate that, that's never going to work, so we got to bring something else to the table. So that, she immediately got excited about that. And Raw, you know, we had all watched The Wave and just was blown away by it. And for me, I didn't want the typical Hollywood type filmmaker. I wanted someone to bring some edge to this, the more European flavor. Yeah. And he came in with some great ideas, and we all kind of just got in a room and it all kind of just made sense. You know, as we say in Hollywood, the stars seem to align with the director, the writer, producer, and the actor.
Oh, well, great. Thank you very much for
your time. You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.